I don't think I've ever said this in my videos, but hey, what's up everyone? It's Jared. Welcome back to my channel. Oh man, that sounded so awkward. So today I'm literally just gonna be really open and really honest with you guys because this is a video that I think a lot of people can relate to, but I haven't really seen a lot of videos on it. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how I dealt with going to college over 1,000 miles away. But really, this doesn't just apply to if you're going to college far away, but it applies to if you're just going to college and going away from home in general. If there's something that you need to know though beforehand, is that you are not alone in this. There are so many people who are going away, going to college, and they're leaving home, and it's a scary thing, but trust me, you're not alone in this situation, and you can do it. You got it. The first few days may be really uncomfortable, but it will get better, and it's gonna be a great time. So going into my freshman year over the summer, one of the first things that I did was once I got my housing assignment and who my roommates were, I reached out to my roommates. Actually, one of my roommates reached out to me, which was really nice because we connected, we texted, and once I knew who my roommate was and we had texted for a little bit, I knew that once I got to school, I had at least one person that I could hang out with, that I could be with those first few days, first few weeks while you're still getting used to the transition of being away from home and being at college. Something that I did with my dorm room that I still do now is try and make it like your home away from home. My freshman year, I was fortunate enough to have a single going in, which was really nice because I could do whatever I want with my room. And so I tried to put flags up in there, I tried to put chairs, comfy things, drawers and dressers and other things that would make it, I put a carpet in there too, to try and make it seem like you're home away from home and just as cozy and comfortable as possible. So when you're packing for college and getting ready to move in, remember those essential items and those things you need to pack, but also don't forget the things that you know will make your space and your room feel really cozy, really comfy, and feel like home. I'll link down below some items that I loved to put in my room that helped a lot. Some flags, some chairs, some drawers, and other things that just made my room feel so nice and cozy and awesome. So this next thing is probably the thing that I relied on the most and that I poured and put my weight on the most so that I could make the transition to college a lot smoother, a lot easier. And so I really made sure to try my best, even though I failed a lot, to trust in the Lord. I know for some that may seem kind of cheesy, cliche, and for some others it may seem impossible or scary or irrelevant, but I know for me that if I hadn't done that, I could have been really alone, felt really isolated, felt like it was really hard and not all putting so much pressure and weight on me. I really just tried my best to trust in the Lord during the transition time because it was scary. It is a scary thing to go away, go to college. If you're looking for a good verse, Proverbs 3 verses 5 through 6 are really good. All right, this next thing, honestly, really hard, and especially if you're not an extrovert, and especially if you're going far away to college. And it's this whole thing and this whole idea of getting connected. Whatever that looks like for you, whether that's getting connected on your floor, getting connected in your building, getting connected with organizations on campus, local churches, fraternity or sorority, whatever that looks like, try your best to just do it. You know, sometimes you just gotta count down 3, 2, 1 and just go for it. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm like serious about this. It's really hard, and it was hard for me, even though, like I said, I'm an extrovert. It just felt so uncomfortable, and I didn't have a resource. I didn't have like somebody to go home to just say like, oh mom, this was really hard, or talk to my friends and say this was a tough day, you know? But after doing it, it just led to so many other connections because once I got to know somebody, I got to know their friends or their roommates, and then I got to know more people and their friends and their roommates. And so it was kind of like a chain reaction where I just got to know more people, get connected to other groups, organizations, and everything. So it just really helps to get connected, even though it's really scary. The quicker you do it, the faster you do it, the more you'll just fall in love with school and college. So this next thing is kind of obvious, and it might be instinctual. I think that's the word, instinctual. I don't really know, but something that I did is just called and text my friends from home. I didn't really call as much, but I did text and say like, oh, this was a great day, this is what I did, like, how are you guys doing? Something like that, just to stay in contact, so at least you get some form of communication with those people back home, with those people where you're from, and those family, friends, whoever. Something that you could try is once you get your schedule down pat and you realize, okay, this is the rhythm of my semester, you could write down when are great times to FaceTime your friends back home. You could set aside time, specific intentional time, to call your mom, call your dad, call your friends, call whoever, and just get that reconnection time. That'll be so beneficial for your mental health and beneficial for just your life in college. So this is something I worked on before I even went to college, like the summer before, and it was just this whole idea of like a mindset shift and understanding that like I am going far away, so I'm not going to be able to just drive home and see my friends and family back home, but understanding that like I'm not alone in this, and that there are probably a lot of other people who are in the same situation and coming farther away from home than I am, but preparing mentally is really helpful because then it won't hit you as hard. And even if it does, you'll be able to manage it more. If there's one thing you get from this whole video, it's that you are not alone, really. Many people are in the same situation that you are, going away, going to college. And seriously, you can do it. You can get through it. It's gonna be hard at first. Maybe not even be hard, but for some, it will be hard. And if you're seeing this and you're like, man, I'm going through really a tough time and I have no idea how I'm gonna keep going, send me a comment, shoot me a DM in my Instagram. You can find that wherever, but just reach out to me, message me, and I'll talk with you. I'll connect with you. So long before I even went to college, in high school, I was part of this prayer group, but the advisor of that group told me once I was graduating, he was like, promise me that you'll get connected with Cru or InterVarsity, which are Christian organizations on many campuses, or at least some form of Christian community. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's my goal. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Something that I realized was how beneficial it was to reach out to people that had already gone through this experience of going away to college. And actually, there were people that from my high school went to University of Tampa before me. And so I reached out and I said, hey, like, do you need to bring this? Do you need this? And I just asked them for some advice. And I just asked older people who had gone to college already what their experience was like their freshman year, their first year going into college. Before I left for college, my neighbors had made me this wonderful little memorabilia of the town I was living in, and they put a picture of all of us in it. And it was really nice because I realized that like bringing memorabilia or stuff from home is really nice just to put in your room. Bringing stuff from home just helps a lot, even if it's just seeing it every day when you wake up or before you go to class or whatever you're doing. Being able to see that and know that there's some piece of home with you at school is really helpful. Exercising, at least for me, was something that really helped keep my mind clear, keep my mind focused, and just release all the tension that may have been there each day. Especially at UTampa, there was the beautiful Riverwalk, the beautiful downtown, and the sunsets were gorgeous, being able to hammock in Plant Park. But anyways, getting outside and exercising, or at least going on a walk to refresh your mind and restart your mind for the next day, really helped me and was something that I made sure to do each day, to just get outside and get some fresh air and recenter yourself. And this last thing that I did that helped me deal with just going to school so far away from home, over 1,000 miles away, was just getting excited for independence. Like, this was the first time that I had a true glimpse of independence and being away from home. It was just so nice, you know, and especially going into college, it was kind of like choose your own character, like customize your own character, because you didn't have to worry about what people were thinking of you because you're no longer in high school or in elementary school in the same town with the same people. You're in a new place, and being able to experience this independence and this freedom just felt really good. But also, you got to be careful because now that you are having this taste and this glimpse of what independence feels like and adulting, you gotta make some wise decisions. So be careful not to get looped up into this whole like, oh, I'm free, I'm independent, because really, you're not. You may be paying for college, you may not be paying for college, and there's still consequences for actions, whether you choose to do those things or not. But really, just get excited for this independence, and these are going to be the best 4 years of your life if you make them the best years, and if you're wise and if you're smart. That was something that helped me remember that, like, okay, it's going to get better, and that these are going to be great 4 years if I make them good years. Great years. I'll also leave links down below for things that I used to decorate my room and things that just helped me with my freshman year and just going into college for the first time. If you made it this far, comment I'm a real one, because it's unreal to me that people actually watch this far. So if you have any questions at all about college, about University of Tampa, please leave them down below because I'll answer them, but I'm also going to put them in a big video or maybe a live stream that I'm doing in a few weeks about just college in general, University of Tampa, and just so I can connect with all of you guys. And if you want to see a video on what I wish I knew before going to college, I'll put that on the screen here and also down below, so you can go check that out. If you want to see more videos on the college experience, join this community, click that subscribe button because I'd love to have you. Without you guys and without your support, this would not be a thing, so I'm so grateful for all of you. And like we always say, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and thanks for doing life with all of us here at this channel.